Hello and howdy everyone. I'm here to talk about the film You're Next. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. I'm giving it a 7. I think it's a quality 7. Definitely a very entertaining theatrical experience. A good movie. It's I guess you would call a home invasion horror film. Kind of like The Strangers in a way. I thought of The Strangers while watching this film. I also thought of the film, I don't know if I have it in the right order, Macy, Mary, May, Marlene. The movie with the cult brainwashing, kidnapping, home invasion movie with the youngest Olsen sister. I think, what is her name? Or no, I have no idea what her name is. Ashley Olsen? No, Mary Kate and Ashley. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Mary, Marcy, May, Marlene. Those are the films I kind of thought about. It's in that vein. This is definitely more rewarding, I thought, than The Strangers. I enjoyed this. It swung back and forth between being, your standard kind of horror film, humans behaving illogically, to swinging to very, realism, so it was it was a little uneven in that way. If it had stuck more to that, in some cases, people reacted exactly as I believe people would react in these situations, and as human instinct would dictate. And I enjoyed that. I like when films follow the laws of human nature. Physics I don't mind so much, but I like it when the laws of human nature are kept intact. But yet, it didn't do that the whole time. It definitely went back to just your regular horror movie. Why are they doing that? And it's just to further the plot. It's about I guess a family reunion of sorts. I'm not sure if it's I can't remember if it was a holiday. I don't think it was Thanksgiving or really anything, if it was Christmas. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, just a random family gathering that turns out not to be so random. While the family is gathered, people break in and torture, I guess, the family, hunt them down one by one. They live in a huge estate mansion, so it's they've got plenty of places to hide and run and what have you. I can't tell you really any of the names here. There were a lot of new faces. I can't tell you his name, but I'll tell you right now, the only face I recognized, and he never shows his full face, is the main guy from Kids, the Harmony Korine film. Well, I guess he didn't direct it, but Kids. The main kid in Kids is all grown up. And is in this. He plays one of the killers. Again, he never takes off his mask, but it's him. And I was like, hey, it's, and it took me a second to, for it to click, but because, so much time has passed. But that's definitely him, so I recognized him. The only other name I know, what definitely made me want to see the film, was Ty West. I think Ty West is one of our most promising young filmmakers, especially in the horror genre. Here, I thought he was a producer. I didn't see his name in the credits, and not that I can remember, other than for his acting role. He's in this for a little bit. I also thought it was very much in his style. I thought a little bit about House of the Devil, his great horror film, directorial debut. I thought at least the beginning portions were very much Ty West. again, I thought he was a producer on this, but I don't remember seeing his name in the credits as such. But he was acting in this, and I guess gave it his stamp of approval. I can't tell you any of the filmmakers' names. I believe it was written and directed by separate people. It was very well done. I mean, I think it's a good. I'm not sure if it's a debut, but I don't know the names of anyone. But definitely, they've got something to say about the genre. They're fans of the genre. They were, doing things that we've kind of seen before, but yet doing it with a fresh spin and making it entertaining and suspenseful the entire time through. It does do a great job at building suspense, and then lets you go, and then builds you back up, and then lets you go again. So there's a really good control of tone. What else? All the acting's really good. It's a large cast, actually. A lot of people. All the acting is decent, at least for the genre. As usual, one woman is left to fight pretty much everyone. She does a great job. I wish I could remember her name, but she does a really good job here. And she was basically, she's the character we root for, and I thought she was a really good character. Really smart. She was fun. And again, when I talk about people behaving in normal human ways, I'm mostly talking about her. Whenever someone, bad guy or bad guy is knocked down in a horror film or whatever by our hero or heroine, whenever they're knocked down, I always say, and now you cave in his skull. And in this film, there's plenty of that. There's lots of skull caving in and skull stabs and, things that you would do to a person to ensure that they're not going to get back up and come after you. They're not invincible bad guys. When the bad guy is hurt, the bad guy screams. He sounds like he's in misery. I enjoyed that. Usually the bad guy is some, seemingly invincible character, but here they're very real and can be hurt. I definitely enjoyed the violence. It is very violent, gory, but not too gory. Certainly, in fact, I probably could have used a little bit more gore, but it was again kind of realistic. So I think they were trying to stick to that, but it was very violent. So yeah, lots of skull stabs. I really enjoyed the skull stabbing. I guess why I'm not giving it a higher score is because, it wasn't anything like unbelievable. It wasn't anything I hadn't seen before. There was an Australian film, I think it was Australian, I can't remember what it was called at all, so I guess I shouldn't even mention it, but I thought a lot about a lot of movies while watching this film, and I always think that, if you can think about other films that have influenced the film you're watching, then you're watching a really good movie that has paid attention to cinema and has been influenced by other great works. But if you can't think of any other films while you're watching a movie, you're probably watching a great film. But I just kept on thinking about other movies while watching this movie. At some points I was a little confused. Again, people at some points did stupid things, and when it was swinging back and forth between being as real as possible and then being as stupid as possible, I was just like, God, come on, guys. And then there were some times of action where I couldn't follow what was going on. I was just like, what's happening? What happened? Where'd that guy go? So it was just like, I don't know, and not much, maybe just like 2 instances. I was like, huh? You know, I was just totally confused about how they got from point A to point B. But it was just a, you know, quality watch, and definitely a good debut from an interesting, you know, filmmaker. It's definitely going to be worth seeing what he does next. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I thought it was a good watch. I definitely recommend seeing it in the theater, just because horror movies are great to see with a bunch of people. The crowd was good. I wouldn't say it was too packed. This film hasn't been making a great deal of money, so I definitely wanted to go out and see it before it went away. But it was a good crowd. I mean, involved crowd, I will say. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. It was, you know, a quality watch. Definitely surprising. Didn't even plan on seeing it, really, until I heard some word of mouth that made me interested. So, yeah, okay. I think that's good enough. That's Your Next, and I give it a solid 7. Thanks much.